guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all doing really well. So for today's video, I have a makeup tutorial for you, and of course I'm going to be showing you how to recreate the makeup look that I have on my face right now. If you watched my Makeup Geek and MannyMUA Eyeshadow Palette review, this was the makeup look that I was wearing in that review. I did refilm it for you guys today though because I wasn't completely happy with the way that it came out in that particular video. I know a lot of you guys left comments saying how much you loved it and how pretty it looked, and so initially I was thinking I would just trash it all together and just film something altogether different, but since so many of you guys were saying how much you liked it and you wanted to see the tutorial, I decided to just refilm it, and I really like the way that it came out this time. I think it's 10 times better than when I initially filmed it the first time. When I did film it the first time, it was my first time using the palette, so I feel like now that I kind of got a hang on the colors, I just went back in and refilmed it, and I'm really happy with the way that it looks. So that is what I'm going to be showing you guys today. I really hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to give it a big thumbs up as usual, and if you're new to my channel, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can become part of my fam here on YouTube. Also, in the review that I filmed, I surprised you guys at the end with a giveaway on this eyeshadow palette. So if you're interested in entering that giveaway, I will leave the link to that video as the very first link in the description bar. You can click on that and it'll give you all the information that you need to know to enter the giveaway to win one of these palettes for yourself. So I think that's all that I have to say for this intro. If you would like to see how to recreate this makeup look, then please keep watching. Alright, so let's get started. Today I decided to start off with moisturizing my under eye area. My under eye area tends to be very dry, and also on my eyelids tends to be very dry, so I decided to start off the look today just moisturizing that area and just letting that sink in while I do my eyeshadow. So the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my eyelids. I use my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Beaches and Cream and just apply this all over my entire eyelid all the way up to the crease to set that eyeshadow base and help all our other shadows blend nicely. So following that, I'm going in with our transition shade. I'm using the color Sora, which is a very beautiful neutral matte brown shade, and I'm going to buff this back and forth in the crease. As I mentioned, this is going to be our transition shade, and it's just going to help us blend the darker colors that we will be applying later. So next up, I'm going in with the shade Frappe. This one is a little bit of a darker brown, but it's still pretty neutral in my opinion. And I'm just going to buff this back and forth in the crease right on top of that Sora shade, just to start to create a little bit of depth. And then next, our Fashion Fly is on the shade Mars. This is a really beautiful burgundy red shade. It's also a matte shade, and I'm also going to be applying this in the crease area right below those transition colors. And then here I'm just going back in with my blending brush with no additional product and making sure that that red is really nicely buffed and blended out since it's such a bold color. Next up, I'm going in with the shade Aphrodite. This is just a really deep chocolate matte brown. I'm picking this up on a domed crease brush by SL Miss Glam Beauty, and I'm just going to begin applying this in the outer V area of my eye and then slowly buffing it into the crease. I'm applying the majority of the product in that outer V area, and then with whatever is left on the brush as it starts to leave my brush and be applied to my outer V, I'm going to slowly buff that into my crease. And then here, of course, I'm going back in and blending everything out. So next up, I'm moving on to the lid, and I'm going to be picking up the shade Cosmopolitan, which is a really beautiful kind of coppery shade. It's really gorgeous. So as you can see, I'm just applying this all over my entire eyelid right up to that crease area, and I'm really going to be using this shadow to also clean up that crease area and kind of create a cut crease type of look. And then right on top of that, I'm going to be applying this NYC Sparkle Eye Dust, and I'm not sure what the shade is. I've literally had these for forever, but this is like a golden champagne shade, and this is basically a loose pigment, and the actual applicator on this is a doe foot applicator. So I just apply it to my brush, and then from my brush I apply it to my lid. I find that it's easier to control that way, so I'm going to apply the product right up to the crease as I did with the previous lid shade. And then I'm going to buff and blend out that crease once again with a little bit more of that dark brown. And then I'm also going to go back in with the original transition shade and buff and blend out all of the edges with my fluffy blending brush. So next up, I'm going to apply my liner and lashes off camera, as well as all of my face products, foundation, concealer, and brows. I do have a full-on brow tutorial that I will link for you in the top right hand corner, as well as in the description box if you're interested in seeing a full tutorial on how I fill in my brows. But I really wanted this tutorial to be more focused on the eyes and face, so I went ahead and skipped all the basic stuff that you guys see me do in every tutorial, and now we're back to the eyes. So I'm going to tight line my upper waterline with this pencil by L'Oreal. I believe this is the Smoldering Eyes eye pencil, but I'll have it linked for you down below. So I'm going to apply that in my upper and lower tight line, and also in my lower lashes. And then I'm going to go back in with that deep chocolate shade, and I'm going to apply this color right up against my lashes with this flat shader brush. It's actually like an angled shader brush, and I'm just going to buff and blend out that liner. And then following that, I'm going to be mixing the two shades Mars and Frappe, and I'm going to pick this up on like a dome fluffy pencil brush, and I'm going to use these two colors to buff and blend out that liner and that chocolate shade just a little bit more. I really wanted the lower lash line to be really nice and smoky to balance out the eyes, so I'm just going to make sure that's really nicely buffed and blended out. So following that, I'm picking up the shade Artemis, which is just a really gorgeous kind of champagne crystal shade, and I'm applying this to my inner corner as my inner corner highlight. And then to finish off the eyes, I'm going to apply some lower lash mascara, and then we can move on to the rest of the face. So to contour, I'm going to be mixing two powders from Anastasia. I will have them listed and linked down below. This brush is the NARS Ita brush. It makes contouring super easy and just gives you that sharp, bomb contour. So I'm just going to apply this powder in all of my usual places all over my face, as well as down the sides of my nose. And then for blush, I'm going in with this Tarteist blush palette, which is gorgeous, by the way. And I'm going to be picking up the blush called Love and applying this to the apples of my cheeks and blending it back into that contour. And then for my highlighter today, I'm using this one by Gerard Cosmetics in the shade Audrey. And this brush is by Sedona Lace. It's one of my favorite brushes to apply highlighter with. And then last but not least is the lips. So first things first, I'm going to line my lips. This lip liner is from MAC. It's in the shade Hover. It's just a really nice mauve brown lip liner, perfect for my brown skin girls. It's a really nice lip liner for mauve pink lips. And then this lip product that I'm using is a liquid lipstick by Ofra in the shade Pasadena. I got it in a BoxyCharm, I believe, last month. So I'm just going to apply this all over my lips and blend it into that lip liner. And then after that, I'm just going to set all of my makeup in place, and then that is the end of this makeup tutorial. So I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me recreate this makeup look. As I mentioned in the beginning, tons of you guys left comments on my giveaway video talking about how you love the look and wanted to see how to recreate it. So I had to go ahead and refilm it for you guys so that I can show you all the colors that I used and just how I worked with the palette. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to head over to my review on this palette so that you can enter to win the giveaway on one of these palettes. I will leave the video link down below as the very first link in the description bar, so that should make it really easy for you to find the video and enter the giveaway if you're interested. So thank you guys so much again for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can become part of my fam here on YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Facebook. All of those are FashionablyFayy and will be linked down below. I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.